Oh no, Lord 3. Well, I thank you for someone chatting me. I don't know how many of you actually were sitting there watching while there was absolutely zero sound, but that's the second time I've done that to myself, so I apologize. Well, I should only apologize to myself because, I mean, you guys can sit there and just watch the game happen. You don't have to listen to me, so clearly there were some of you that didn't care and said, I'll still watch the game. I don't need to hear anything. Either that or you're checking all your sound settings and wondering. But yeah, that's the second time I've done that, where I've talked for about 5 minutes and then realized I had myself muted. Again, professional streamer things, man. There we go. Woohoo. Lord 3, thank you, my friend. I'm glad that those watching can let me know when I'm making a fool out of myself. That's always good. So yeah. So to recap, yeah, there's gosh, I just talked for 5 minutes. No, not even 5 minutes. 8 minutes, I guess, because technically the stream started 8 minutes ago. So I talked for 8 minutes without any sound on. So now I got to figure out how I got to recap everything I just said. Anyway, so basically just talking about the matchups here. So without getting in too much detail of what I already missed, or what you guys missed because my sound was off. Basically, this is a really intriguing matchup because both have really strong range and melee components to them, which is why they did so well, and so it's very natural and it makes a lot of sense that they both showed up in the finals event. Not surprised by that at all. But what's funny is Grey Waves opened TSAs, which goes pretty well, especially backed by Raylan and or on Shadow or Height or whatever those defensive stats you get are. Goes pretty well into Blade Dancers, and the Blade Dancers were in the front of the start zone. So he anticipated a Blade Dancer opening. He goes TSAs to counter that, and what he finds is a matchup against the Microcore agents, which actually I think plays into Chris's advantage here. I don't think Grey Waves wants to play a range v range game because they get outranged. The TSAs get outranged by the Microcore, and they have an extra defensive ability, and they get extra attack if they can gain height. So all advantages to the Microcore, who can beat out in a range v range, which is what he finds himself in. So you've got a range v range matchup at the beginning, when you really were hoping for Blade Dancers, because if you end up with say TSAs match the Microcore and they kind of equal each other out, then you end up with Sneaks versus Blade Dancers, and that doesn't look so good. Now 5 squads still gets you 10 Sneaks to his 9 Blade Dancers, not a great advantage. So you really want at least 2 or 3 Blade Dancers dead before the Sneaks have to come out and clean that up, because the Sneaks can match well enough against Blade Dancers, except that they really need a figure lead, which he can get. So the advantage to Chris right now is just the better unit into the TSAs, which is the Microcore agents, but the TSAs have the advantage of numbers. The TSAs, remember, he's got 4 squads of them. So he's got 12 to Chris's 9. So Chris has to match, at the very least match, well, he has to get ahead numbers-wise on the TSAs, which is actually not, I don't think it's going to be too difficult. I mean, he's already killed 1, but again, because he's got the range, stealth armor, and if he takes height, the extra attack, I think he's going to be fine. He just at the very least, he has to match, right? He has to trade at least 1 for 1, if not better. For example, if they match out and then there's a full squad of TSAs left, that plays into Grey Wave's advantage, because then that last squad of TSAs can ping off on, 2 or 3 Blade Dancers, maybe even take some attacks and counter-strike, and then, like I was saying, an end game where you have Sneaks versus Blade Dancers all of a sudden looks pretty good for the Sneaks just because they have the numbers. So really, really interesting game in that aspect. That said, I think Chris has accepted he's kind of just going to be on same level or low ground. He hasn't been able. He hasn't really gone anywhere to gain height advantage. And actually, there's not. I forgot Bora Groves is. Yeah, it's such an interesting map because you essentially have this wall in the middle where you have the cliff, glyph, and tree, where it creates a wall, a movement wall on each side. So it really pushes you to develop up on the top. Oh, what was that?
I'm home.
That was Kristen. So that was my wife. If you heard that, that's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, so it's interesting. I'm a little bit surprised he's not going for more height with the microcore. I feel like he could fight for that, but I guess he's opting just to try and keep the advantage of Shadow Jungle. I mean, yeah, it's 5 defense and you get stealth armor. It's just 2 attack up into 4. Feels a lot worse than 3 attack down into 5. Well, maybe not. 3 down into 5 plus stealth armor. I don't know. That's not bad, actually. I bet that's kind of equal. 2 up into 4, 3 down into 5, and you have stealth armor. I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like this could be a really strong development spot here. Yeah, because you can start pinging down on these spots. Well, you wouldn't bother with the sneak, but I bet you could get line of sight there. I think that'd be, yeah, if you're here, I'd say that's line of sight one. Well, I'd say, oh yeah, so you get attack of 4? Absolutely. But then he gets jungle and round, so wow, still 5 defense. Nicely, good placement there. No, I think he is still making a play for the height. I figure if he's going middle, he's just trying to get the best defensive spot, so that makes sense. Yeah, so if he goes here and gets that kill, he's just going to be able to replace and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, if he kills here, he's taking that. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, and see, that's a misplay, I think. In terms of development, I think that's a misplay because now he can't replace that position with his next TSA. So if Chris kills here, this TSA cannot retake, and then that microcore is going to be on height, the highest height. Oh, that's going to feel bad. 2, 3, 4, 5. He could even pot shot that if he really wanted to. Oh, if he gets this kill. Oh, that feels so bad. That's such a big kill. That's such a big kill. Because even so, say he defends that, then Grey Waves can correct his mistake, move a TSA up closer, and develop 2 more TSAs up closer, just to, be able to replace if it dies. But because it died that turn right there, man, that really just eats into what he wants to do because he can't replace. Oh man, my green screen is not. It's a hit and miss sometimes. It's really not wanting to be useful. Sorry about that. I'll just have to keep my head right in the middle of my chair because it looks like it doesn't like my chair for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay. All right. He got attacks down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into that spot. That's a 2. Why did he get 4 attack? Oh, Chris is attacking. Gosh, what am I saying? Duh. Because he had height. Wait, no. What? Where did that attack of 4 come from? He's on level 2. Okay, clearly I missed something. Well, he got that spot. Oh, he blocked with the 5 defense. What was that, here? Where was he attacking for 4? Where did he have... Oh, gosh, over here. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So he did attack down. That's exactly... Okay, that's exactly what I thought. I mean, that's still a decent attack. Yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, on either of those. Okay, sorry. I was like, where was he on height? Yeah, no, and that's a good move. Yeah, gosh, and then he goes in a ping 1 for 2 on 5 because I think he had the TSA there. Yeah, this is looking really, really bad for Grey Waves, actually. He just lost a whole squad of TSA, so now they're matched in terms of range unit numbers, right? Chris has already made up that 3-figure differential. The 12 versus the 9. He gives up both height corners. Whoa. Oops. Sorry. That was weird. He gives up both height corners to Microcore, who are just gonna murder him. Dang. Yeah, so how do you get yourself back in it? If you're Grey Waves, how do you get yourself back in it? I mean, I think you just do what he's doing. I think you just have to pot up kind of on these level 3s, except that the 4 height's going to happen. And you just keep your extra defense next to jungle, keep your height, force him onto same level attacks. The level 4 attack is all he's going to get, so you just have to keep pinging. Once he takes it, you just have to ping it, accept your position, that it kind of sucks, and stay in Raylan's aura and ping back, and hope that you can trade. Yeah, at this point, I think that's the best you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, you can probably see that. Yeah, so Grey Wave still has to trade microcores. But now that he's matching figure limit, or not figure limit, now that he's matching squad figures, 9 to 9 TSAs to microcore agents, even if he matches 1 for 1, I still think Sneaks lose to Blade Dancers in the end game. Like, he has to get the Blade Dancers somehow down to, I think, 6. If he gets the Blade Dancers down to 6 or 7, I think maybe the Sneaks have a chance. But gosh, being down a whole squad already, you have to do a lot of work, because you have to now not only match, you have to get ahead on microcore. Kill enough microcore that you can still have, I don't know, 2 TSAs left if you're lucky. By the time microcore go down, but that's asking a lot. Dang. See what happens. Dice sometimes bail people out of tough situations, and you know, the right kind of plays do too. So let's see what he has up his sleeve. But for sure, we know, you know, he's gaining this level 4, and if this doesn't die, he's gaining that level 4. So that's going to end up looking really, really good for Chris. Which is funny because, like, now that Chris has gone undefeated and played this army as well as he has, like, it's, I wouldn't say it's obvious, but it's kind of, it's like, dang, like, yeah, this is clearly the best army, I think. Like, Grey Wave's army is good, but I think Chris has got the upper hand in terms of army composition. It literally has no heroes in it. I mean, it's got Odenashi, but, you know, can't really count her in. She's really just a 1 wound Wannick soak. Yeah, CP undefeated. It's just flying high right now, playing really well this event. Okay, so he's taking a ping at the microcores. Got to get lucky. Needs a blank. He got the blank. Needs no stealth armor. He got the... Okay, so that's the start. That's huge. So that means he now reclaims that level 4 height. That's massive. That's so massive to be able to grab that. Well, you know, blanking on that feels bad, but reclaiming... Oh, he gets 1 more attack. What's he doing? He just revealed an Aura Marker 3 on Microcore. Well, we were pretty sure it was going to be on Microcore, even though you revealed it. We kind of knew, right? We kind of knew. Yeah, 5 defense is solid. Good roll, though. 2 out of 3. Couldn't have asked for much better. So, that's huge. Grey Wave's regaining the level 4 height on the right is big. He's still not out of the woods. A lot of work to do to be able to utilize that potting spot on the right in that level 4. But it's a start. I mean, Raylan's in a tough spot because she can't really help that position. So, and it's probably too late to develop her. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So that's the end of round, right? Microcore turn 3, TSA's turn 3. If I were Grey Waves, oh man, sorry about that. Kind of came out of nowhere. If I were Grey Waves, what would I do in terms of order markers? Oh, wait. Oh, Chris hadn't taken his turn 3 yet. I was wondering why he was moving figures. Oh, okay. It's not end around yet. It said Grey Wave's done, but Chris had preemptively revealed his turn 3 on accident. Oh yeah, for sure he's got sight there. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, unless he's asking about that spot. I don't know why he'd attack there. Oh, it's the same level. Okay, yeah. He might attack there, so I think he's looking at line of sight through it. But I think they're on a voice call, so they're probably talking about it, which is why he hasn't bothered to check line of sight there. I don't know. That's kind of a tough angle. You should be able to see through it, but you're on level 1, trying to see through rocks to a unit all the way back there. I don't know. That's a tough call. So he was aggressive, grabbed level 4. Okay, yeah, what is that, level 3? No, level 2. And then grab Dagmar. Yeah, it's turn 3, why not? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't regain level 4 there, though. Interesting. He's only lost 1 microcore. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, if he loses his front microcore, though, he is way underdeveloped back here. Oh, go, man. Another blank. Whew. Ah, man. And then he rolls a 4 for 4. Is it back? It says it's back. I just got a notification. It should be back now. Please chat and let me know. Lord 3, if you're still watching, let me know if it's still back. I'd appreciate it. But I think we should be still alive. I think we should be still good. Whew, let's go. That's a great attack. Finally. See if he can clean up on some... Oh, that is so rude. Dang. 3 for... Oh, and then he blanks. Oh, he just can't catch a break. Oh, man. Dang. It's going in and out. Ah, man. That sucks. I'm sorry. Let me see if... Let me check here. Hopefully it corrects itself, man. I'm so sick of